Hey, what's up, everybody? BDO44 coming at you with another video. All right, so the Lakers lost Game 5 to the Golden State Warriors at Chase Center, 121 to 106. And I had some time to kind of calm down because I wrote down all the stats and I allowed myself to kind of breathe a little bit. That's the difference between now and maybe last year. I didn't really write down the stats. Everything I was doing was off of the dome, but I think I want to be a little more thorough with my own team this year. So this gave me a little time to kind of relax. The thing that really, I guess, grinded my gears was just knowing how things were set up, and as it pertains to this game, not necessarily being one that you expect to win, and then just understanding how it's being officiated kind of catered to that too. That was where I was kind of frustrated, just looking at just how comfortable they were swallowing their whistles. And just about every attempt we drove at the lane, we were getting clobbered, like just blatantly clobbered. A lot of body on every contact, no calls. So I just felt like the officiating left our guys unsafe out there. To be honest with you, that's how I felt. Uh, Anthony Davis possibly goes down with a potential concussion in the fourth quarter, which is really concerning to say the very least. Given that we can't seem to function without him because our coach ain't smart enough to put a damn center on the floor when he's not on the floor. It's one thing to be relying upon Anthony Davis to do everything for you defensively. It's another thing to when he sits down, you put five freaking guards on the floor. So, just like in Game 5 of the last series, it was evident to me about 2 quarters in that we really did not intend to win based on how we were rotating. So, fool me once, Lakers. I would get upset in the last series when I see stuff like this. This series is like, nah, they wanted to lose. Everybody's in on it. We already know how this goes. We went through this last series, so nothing new here. So let's talk about the Golden State Warriors because they were the ones who really took the took the fight to us. We were okay. I didn't think we were a horrible basketball team tonight. I just thought that um, we played kind of tired in every sense of the word. That's how I'd say it. A little tired out there. And the Golden State Warriors were crisp. They played desperate. They played harder. They played smarter, and they played better. Draymond Green in 30 minutes was definitely the man of the hour. 20 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, a block, 5 turnovers. So we're happy that we forced 5 turnovers there, but or I don't know if we forced them, but he had them. Plus 13, 7 of 11 shooting, 1 of 2 from the 3, 5 of 5 from the free throw line. So he was scoring the ball about as well as any game he's ever played in his damn life in the playoffs. 20 points. You let Draymond Green score 20 points, you damn right you're going to lose, Lakers. Know that. You're going to lose. So we're going to keep it pushing. Andrew Wiggins is just kicking our butt as usual. 25 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 1 turnover, plus 16, 10 of 18 shooting from the field, 2 of 5 from the 3, 3 of 3 from the free throw. Definitely a Laker killer there. Steph Curry, the great Steph Curry, 27 points, 3 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 block, I believe that is, and 2 turnovers, and plus 16, 12 of 24 shooting, 3 of 11 from behind the arc. Did not get to the line at all, which is really crazy to me, to be honest with you. But 3 of 11, he's still not hitting more than 3 shots a night from behind the arc, despite attempting over 10 every night. So that's encouraging. He still doesn't have his sea legs with shooting the ball, but it wasn't much because we still lost. Gary Payton led the entire game with a plus minus of 25 there. In 27 minutes, he gave his team 13.6 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 assist. No, 1 steal, 1 block, 2 turnovers. 4 out of 5 shooting, 1 of 2 from the 3, 4 or 5 from the free throw line. So GP definitely was a monster. He has been the whole series though. That ain't a shock here. We knew what he was doing. 3 offensive boards accredited to his name as well. Klay Thompson in 37 minutes, 10.6 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks, 2 turnovers, plus 16, 3 of 12 from the field, 2 of 6 from the 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw. His shooting woes continue, but he definitely contributed big time on the defensive side of the ball. 37 minutes of play there. Jordan Poole bounced back. Well, not really. No, he was 1 of 6 from behind the arc, 5 of 14 from the field, but he did score tonight, and he had some more minutes, 23 minutes accredited, with 11 points and 1 rebound, 4 assists, no turnovers, -1 on the plus minus. So that's a good game for Jordan Poole in this series. We know how he struggled. So there's that. Kevon Looney got his minutes back, 20 minutes in this game. So that definitely credited to why they were very successful. 4 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, no turnovers, and a -7. And that 4 offensive rebounds are credited to his name. Dante DiVincenzo did not score, but he did have 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal, 2 turnovers, and a -2. 2 of 2 from the field. And Jonathan Kuminga had 2 of 2 from the field, 1 of 1 from the 3, with 5 points in garbage time. So that was what the opponents did tonight. I talk about them first because they were the ones who really brought it to us. We were kind of just the other team. We were not the main character tonight. Anthony Davis in limited minutes because of the concussion type thing. Hopefully it's not a concussion, but it looks like it probably is. He had 23 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 turnovers, on -22, 10 of 18 shooting from the field, and 3 of 5 from the free throw line. He really did have a good first half, but in the second half, we just were getting clobbered. It was a lot of him trying his very best to get to the rim, and the referees pretending to see him not get hammered. So it was a lot of that going on. He was just taking punishment. LBJ, 39 minutes, had 25 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 4 turnovers, -16, 9 of 17 from the field, 3 of 7 from the 3, and 4 of 4 from the free throw line. So another perfect game from the free throw line for LeBron James. That definitely stands out. The 3-point line, he hit some threes tonight, so we love that. So those are 2 positive things, but the turnovers, unfortunately, are back around. He had 4 tonight after not having but 3 in the last 3 games. So, you know, when you have it not quite work out there, I don't think he was bad at all, but, you know, we didn't win, man. So at the end of the day, we don't think Brown was part of the problem, but I will say that one of his heat check 3-point shots kind of initiated the initial run that I think the Golden State Warriors went on in the first half there, but it was after he had made 3 of them. So yeah, man, one of those nights, Lakers. I'm telling you, man. D'Lo, 30 minutes, 15 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 2 turnovers, -9, 6 of 10 from the field, 1 of 2 from the 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw. I want to see D'Lo shoot better, or not better, but more. More. He shot well. 6 of 10 is good. 1 of 2 from the 3. You need to be shooting more threes. This is the second night in a row where I felt like D'Lo didn't shoot enough threes. His 3-point shot is entirely too good for us not to be attempting enough of them. I got Bron attempting 7 threes. I got DS attempting 5 threes. I got Austin attempting 6 threes. But I got D'Lo attempting 2 threes. Make this make sense, Lakers. Make this make sense. If we're going to seek out shots to be taken, let the people who are more likely to make those shots take those shots. I got Vando attempting 3-point shots. Why were we seeking that even out? I don't. That's why you lost. That's exactly why you lost. Austin Reeves had a pretty solid game. 36 minutes, 15 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 1 turnover, -21. We don't like that -21. 5 of 12 from the field, 3 of 6 from the 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw. So we're glad he got his 3-point shot back rolling. He's 50% from behind the arc for the second game in a row. So we're happy about Austin finding his 3, but, you know, it can't be that much wrong going on while you're on the floor, man. At the end of the day, that's just what it is. DS was the high man with a +14 tonight. He was the only person on our team with a higher plus-minus and +7 with reasonable minutes. 14 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 turnovers in 29 minutes of play. 6 of 11 from the field, 2 of 5 from the 3. No attempted free throws. Dennis was playing hard, man, driving at the rim, getting clobbered, no calls. Yet another one of those. Driving, but our officials tonight just didn't see anything that Yellow had going on. If it wasn't wearing white, blue, and yellow, they ain't see it. That's just how this went. Lonnie Walker had 28 minutes of play, 4 points, 4 assists, 1 turnover, -7, 2 of 6 from the field, 0 of 2 from the 3, He was, you know, I like Lonnie playing. Y'all know that. But I just thought the rotations he was in were the same old bad rotations that Coach put him in the first half of the season. Any rotation that made Coach say, I don't want to put Lonnie on the floor were the same damn rotations he put him in tonight. Where he's the small forward or down there on the floor with D'Lo and Schroeder. I hated watching him be on the floor with guards throughout the earlier half of the season when we were using him, because it exploited his defensive weaknesses and ultimately made him a size disadvantaged player when that's not really his issue at all. If you play him as a traditional center next to shooting guard next to regular players, he's not going to be a disadvantage for you as a size player in any way. But if you slap him next to three guards, then obviously that's going to be the case. So we did that tonight. We did the Bron Rui thing and then put D'Lo, DS, and Austin on the floor together, and then proceeded to watch him get cooked. And then want to sit up here and talk about we got to rebound the ball. Who's rebounding the ball, Coach? Who? And you leave us down there with only Anthony Davis, and then you tell Bron to be a power forward when you know damn well Bron is never, ever going to help him in those situations. It was layup after layup after layup, offensive rebound after offensive rebound. And so as I tell you guys, after Game 5 of the last series, this is what we wanted, desired result. When you put us down there with not enough, you're going to do not enough, and you're going to walk away a loser. We did that again for probably the 67th time this season. I'd say around 67th time we've left holes like this open for teams to beat us. So it wasn't nothing new tonight. This is just another Laker game, bro. Honestly, just another Laker game. We left holes open for the other team to attack. We lost, and we were comfortable with it. That's what it was. And this is just Game 5 of the second round, preseason, random day in February. It doesn't matter. If the Lakers got any chance to relax, if they see an opportunity to have a cushion of 3 games, they could possibly lose 2 of them and fight to the hardest in the Game 7, they're going to relax all the way to Game 7 and just wait to the last minute and kick tail in. Because why give effort when you don't necessarily have to? That's how we operate. That's why we lost. That's exactly why we lost. We just came in knowing we were going to lose. We played like we were expecting for the Golden State Warriors to take advantage of us. We played like we were expecting the referees not to give us calls, and then we proceeded to throw in the white flag when they did so. We never brought the energy to the team that we were supposed to bring to knock them out. I don't think we ever played with any real intentions of being bigger than them or exploiting any of the advantages we had. They kept running the same 7 plays over and over again, basically. Curl to the left side, run somebody around somebody else, dribble handoff into the paint. It was just a bunch of the same crap over and over again. We didn't do anything we could to take advantage of it. So we just proceeded to watch their team look like a smarter team than our team again for, honestly, the 3rd game in a row. So I'm concerned going into Game 6 because I legitimately now am seeing through 5 games, the Golden State Warriors are actually outplaying the Lakers. They are actually out. If you couple this game with everything that happened before it, in its totality, the Golden State Warriors are winning the series. They really are, because when you consider Game 3 could have went either way. Game 1 could have went either way. Game 2 was a complete blowout. And Game 3 was a complete blowout on our way. And in Game 5, we just gave them all types of love tonight. I mean, we didn't even... to be honest with you, man, I don't think we used enough of our team tonight. When I really look at what happened, it's so many different thoughts. If you're not going to use Lonnie Walker for 3 months straight, and then he has 2 nice games in the playoffs, and then you proceed to give him 28 minutes and act like you never had any other guards, don't expect Lonnie Walker to go out there and destroy anything for you. He's not going to go kill it. He's going to give you 4 points and 4 assists in 28 minutes of play. 28 minutes that in no other game before yesterday's game, or Game 4 rather, did you think he was viable to have even a single minute. So now he went from having 0 minutes to 24 minutes in the biggest playoff games possible. And you want him to go out there and consistently play well, having done what all season? Sit, right? This is what I was talking about in the pregame. This is what I was worried about, because I know that we are, as a franchise and as a team, as talented as we are and as much work as we put into our stuff, we can tend to be a little basic-minded as it pertains to, Lonnie just had a good game. Okay, well, Lonnie's our star now. You go, Lonnie, and you proceed to watch Lonnie do nothing, you lose. It's like, I hate that I was right about us being that type of basic, but unfortunately, it is what it is. So, this is why I'm irritated, man, because I just feel like some stuff is like, wow, bro, if I was on the other side, like if I was in Golden State's side, I could have strategized the win for them today because I would have known we were going to do this. I'd have told them, look, these idiots is going to use Lonnie Walker like he's Michael Jordan because he just had a big game for them. They're not smart enough not to do that. So what you guys need to do is just prepare for them to give more to Lonnie and prepare for him to do less because he ain't been playing all season. And sure enough, that's what happened. That's exactly what happened. The man was out there running around and jogging. He didn't even take a shot in the first couple quarters. I mean, he wasn't even shooting. He was just out there jogging. Troy Brown style. I'm just like, now look at Rui Hachimura had 21 minutes. 21 minutes. Okay, that's an increase on his minutes. Great. How many shots did he attempt? 3 shots. How many did he make? 2. That's efficient again, if I'm not mistaken. Efficient again. +7. He and DS were the only players with a plus on the entire team. DS and Rui. And we didn't even give Rui but 3 shots to attempt. It's like we don't care for the advantage that this young man provides us when he kicks the other teams behind so much because we're too busy trying to figure out how to incorporate Bron, more so into what we're doing. I guess we're insecure about him being the same size as Bron and being much younger. So it's like, dare we let this guy get on the floor? No, not him, because he's not Bron. He's his size and he's his height, and he can bully the same people Bron bullies, but all those must go to Bron because that's just how our ego's set up. Like, I genuinely think that's what's going on here. I think the same thing's going on with Wenyen Gabriel. Wenyen Gabriel had 3 offensive rebounds in 3 minutes. Why was he only on the floor for 3 minutes? When Anthony Davis had concussion protocol or whatever the heck this was in the whole second half of the fourth quarter. And at half of the time, we were using Bron and Rui out there as our center and our power forward, as if that has literally ever worked. Ever. It never works, bro. Least of all against Kevon Looney and Draymond Green when he's having a night where he's scoring like he's Karl Malone or something. I mean, I just thought we strategized to lose. We did. Just like we did last game 5 in against Memphis. We did the same thing. We wanted the desired result that comes from being small. We wanted to oblige the NBA on their agenda to extend this series and make it so that we have more Steph and LBJ, which is always a good thing. But it's not when you know now that your center is out, likely with a concussion, and Dennis Schroeder is dealing with an Achilles, from what I understand. That information was released today that he needs to go back to Germany and have some treatment on that Achilles. So we were hoping we can end the series tonight so we can do that before the next series. But we ain't going to do that now, are we, Lakers? Are we going to do that? No, we're not. You know why? Because we got to play a game 6 against this small shooting basketball club that we can't seem to outsmart, even though they only run in 7 damn plays over and over again. I can't tell you how many times I got sick of seeing them run to the left side of that corner just to dribble handoff to Klay Thompson only for him to dribble handoff to Draymond Green or Kevon Looney, for him to dribble handoff to somebody who's driving at the rim, for us to have no center in the paint because we only want one on the floor, and they've managed to pull him away from the paint because we ain't smart enough to just not let them do that. And the coach want to sit up there with the biggest smile on his face telling everybody we must rebound the ball. With who on the floor, Darvin? When you left us with no rebounders on the floor and everybody on their team rebounds? You got Kevon, you got Wiggins, you got all these people, GP, all these people rebounding. Where are rebounders? Who you leave us with? Ain't nobody on our team had over nine rebounds, coach. Nobody. Not a soul had over 9 rebounds, fam. How the hell they supposed to rebound as a team? You ain't leave nobody down to rebound. So I just felt like the Lakers were sorry tonight as usual. And this is unusual. We play down to the level of our opponent. We got the best roster in the world. We can win every game we're in. But we don't want to. We don't want to because we have a front office that has other ideas. They want more basketball games in our building so they can capitalize on the fluff. Just like we capitalized on the fluff all season long. Didn't give a damn about that OKC game. Because LeBron was passing Kareem, and the night was about a ball. It was like a damn quinceañera. It had nothing to do with no freaking basketball. It was about a freaking ball. So let's just go ahead and watch the ball what, Friday? Is that when Game 6 will be? We'll watch the Laker ball. We'll see the Laker girls. We'll see all the stars. And we'll proceed to see our team maybe win if they can muster up the strength to bring their heart with them this time. And honestly, I wouldn't bet on it. I wouldn't bet on it. Why? Because the Golden State Warriors have figured you out. That's why. As if you didn't notice, they were scoring whatever they wanted. They were pulling us out of the paint, and we weren't smart enough to put anybody big on the floor to make life easier on ourselves. So they kept getting layups over and over again. How many points in the paint did they have on us tonight? Points in the paint. The Golden State Warriors got 50 points in our paint tonight. They had 20 points off of 16 turnovers. We had 20 points off of 14 turnovers. We let them out-rebound us, by 10. With this man with his small ball lineups on the floor. And you want me to think that we actually wanted to win tonight? When we got out-rebounded by 10 when we're clearly a bigger team? I mean, I don't think we wanted to win. That's all it is. It really comes down to. I honestly don't believe we wanted to win the game. We had the second quarter, we gave up 38 points. 38 points in the second quarter. 2 games ago, we gave away 41 points in the second quarter, and then proceeded to have a 40-point quarter given up in the third quarter. I mean, in the last game, we gave up 31 points in the second quarter, 31 points in the third. And tonight, we ain't care nothing about that first half. 32 points in the first quarter, 38 points in the second. I'm just like, man, this is just what the new excellent is. A team like this can probably win a championship too, because everybody else out there just as flawed. They really are. It's not like excellence is what's required. You can be sloppy and really talented and win. Bet you we do come in this Crypto.com arena and win Game 6. You know why? Because the Golden State Warriors probably going to do something stupid, throw the ball off their head or something. Launch like 73s, some crap, hit like 10 of them. It just seems like excellence is missing. Excellence is missing. So it's fine for you to lose a Game 5. Because that's strategy, friends. We can just go ahead and win it in Game 6. Now, you got to ignore all the logic that has to do with maybe somebody could be hurt or maybe somebody rolls an ankle in the game or something like that. None of that logic actually matters at all for some reason. Ignore it. What you need to focus on is simply the fact that we can have a really, really nice Sweet 16 type atmosphere for the Los Angeles Lakers to dance and lights and all that's going to be beautiful, and the game will be played somewhere in between that. So that's what I have to say, man. I'm irritated. Not nearly as irritated as I've been most of the season when I watch this crap, because now I just condition myself to understand, oh, we're doing this on purpose. Okay, no big deal. Like, I still believe in winning, like, for a purpose and, like, getting rest for my older guys. I understand LeBron James is 38 years old, so you probably would be better to not have to keep playing this one-day rest series that seems to never end against this team that he can't seem to ever beat. But not us. Nope, not us. We want to strategize purposeful losses just like we've been doing all season long, because it's just the environment we're in the NBA. So, Golden State Warriors, congratulations. Nothing was awry. Nobody did anything they weren't supposed to do. The officials did what they always do, right? Everything's fine. Don't even worry about it. Nobody fouled anybody at the line in the paint tonight. You guys got all the shots you were supposed to get. Everything was on the up and up. You played excellent defense. The Lakers just didn't play hard enough for some stupid crap. I'm supposed to tell you guys that I actually don't believe, because the officials completely swallowed their whistles for us and let them have whatever they wanted on the other end. It was bogus. It was bogus all night long. And that's honestly what it was, y'all. It was bogus all night long, man. 42 out of 87 field goals for the Lakers, 47 out of 92 for the Golden State Warriors. Yet another close game in that way. We shot the same percentage from behind the arc, even though we didn't shoot as many as them. Same as yesterday, same old crap. 10 of 27 for them. For us, 13 of 35 for them. I'm telling you, these games are the same every game, except for the stuff that the officials control. That's where you start seeing separation. 12 of 15 from the free throw line for us, 14 of 15 from the free throw line for them. So it stayed, they made sure that they controlled that. And then the boards already talked about. They had more assists than us again tonight. 24 for us, 29 for them. 6 steals for us, 8 steals for them, 4 blocks for us, 5 blocks for them. Second game in a row where they had more defensive stats. So I'm telling you, man, these trends are not looking positive heading into Game 6 for the LA Lakers. It was looking fine before Game 5, but you couldn't have the fullness of Game 5 play itself out and still feel good about this as it pertains to everything that you've seen from the LA Lakers versus the Golden State Warriors. It just ain't really told. The wins and losses ain't really told the story. They have outplayed us, and I ain't going to be able to lie to y'all about that. So that's really what I see, man. 14 turnovers for us, 16 for them. So we did beat them in the turnover department for the second game in a row, but we still don't like that many for us. Fast break points, they had 13, we had 15. So, at the end of the day, our transition defense wasn't where it needed to be. Okay, our transition offense wasn't leading the way enough. They did play duff defense, but they played foul defense. That's what it was. They should have been accredited with much more fouls than they did, I don't know how it feels to watch it from the other end because I watch through a Laker lens. So for all I know, it's just as bad on the other end. I only listen to the fan bases and let it go in one ear and out the other. But when it comes to my end, on my team, when I'm seeing us get clobbered like this, I hear what you guys are saying. I can see it. I can see it when it's happening to us. And I'm telling you, the Lakers probably got fouled about 9 or 10 times in the paint tonight that didn't get called. Probably about 9 or 10. Just about every drive had body contact. Just about every drive. We were getting hit hard, too, in exaggerating ways at some point because the Golden State Warriors started realizing they didn't want to call anything, so they started fouling us for real. And it was almost like, you going to call it? Nah? All right. Hit him again. You going to call it? Nah. All right. It's like that's what was going on out there. The Golden State Warriors was trying to test the water, see what they could get away with, and they got away with a lot. Whole lot. Travels, all kinds of stuff they were getting away with. So, you know me. If you follow me, I don't really take a whole lot of pride in blaming the referees for a lot. I really don't. And I don't think that was the only reason why the Lakers lost. I think it was a collaborative effort of things, including our own compliance in regards to how we lost. Tank style, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, they definitely didn't protect the players tonight. Not the officials. The officials did not protect us. Not the Lakers. They were letting us get our butts kicked out there. Physically, kicked around. Anthony Davis got hit in the head. Concussion, nothing was called. So, I think we have a legitimate gripe. There's been a lot of times where the Lakers have had a legitimate gripe as it pertains to the officials. I don't really like bringing that up too much throughout the course of the season. I like to pay attention to things that we control as a means of what went wrong. Tonight is that as well. If we would have just simply ran Wynja and Gabriel a little more at the center position, I think we could have rebounded the ball a lot better, and that would have translated to so many other things falling into place for us. But if you just look at what the refs did, there was a lot. There was a lot not called, and I have a problem with it, a real problem with it. So that's what I want to say about that tonight. I just did not think that we were given a fair shot as it pertains to the type of punishment they were dishing out versus the type of punishment we were taking. It just, They were looking to foul us, and the referees were looking to allow them to do it. So that's what I take from this game, man. I'm not very happy. Usually when I'm not very happy, I'm more so angry with my team. But I've grown callous to the purposeful disadvantages that we leave ourselves for more basketball purposes. The ownership wants to be hard-headed. They're going to lose a championship. That's how that goes. When you do stupid crap like this, you get what comes with it. You got people like me and everybody else that's on Laker Nation telling you that you don't want to play around with the playoffs, especially with a guy like Steph Curry. They've never lost a playoff series since they've had Steve Curry. They've never lost a playoff series. And you had them up 3-1. You didn't drop the one game. And what I'm telling you is you probably going to drop the next one too. You probably are. Even though I already said I think we're going to win in 6, blah, 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 blah. What I'm telling you is when you get the champs see you 5 times in a row, and they get to run the same crap on you, and you won't get no rest, and you're not smarter than them, which we are not, now you're in their chamber. Even though it's your building, you're in their chamber. because they're in-house money situation now. They've been playing with their back against the wall for a whole game now. And now it's on them to do what they did, pulling Anthony out of the plate, running their little 7 plays over and over again, a little misdirection. They'll probably flip the plays on the other side, run it the same way but on a different side. They're going to do that type of crap. We're not going to be smart enough to pick up on it, and they're going to proceed to pick us apart in the chess game that is basketball once again. And I'm telling you, if they beat us then in Game 7, it's a wrap. Because if you ain't figured them out by Game 6 and that little crap they're going to be doing, they're going to be running even more of that stuff on their home gym. You saw how that went. All the little role players they got going to be hitting shots just like they did tonight. So when you play with your food and you think you better than you are, going up against a real dynasty that actually has a lot of championships credited to their name together, you're going to find out how quickly playing with your food ain't really playing with your food, because they ain't your food. They are the predators. And so that's really what it is. Lakers feel like food right now. And this is the type of tendencies I've been complaining about all season long. So for them to rear their ugly head, I would love to say I'm surprised, but this is who we've been. We like to be relaxed. When the pressure's on, we'll come to play. But if there's any indication that we can chill, we'll pull and proceed. And I'm telling you, man, that I just don't know if in most eras you will be able to get away with that. I believe you won't. That's what I'm saying to you. I believe you will not get away with that in most eras. So that's the thought, man. I'm a disappointed Laker fan, but I'm not a surprised Laker fan. If you follow my channel, you were braced for this. I told you to brace for this. I told you they would do this. Some variation of this would happen, but I was just hoping it wouldn't be so basic, man. It's not always that you lose, it's how you lose. And when you're going up against a very, very intelligent, scientific team full of real bright basketball minds, you want your team represented in the same way. And to be honest with you, man, this Lonnie Walker button that we pressed tonight, giving him damn near 30 minutes, I just thought that was the very exact thing that I was worried about. It was a very exact thing I was worried about. There's no balance. There's no just misdirection to that. It's like, of course, everybody's waiting for Lonnie to go for 30 minutes in the game. So maybe we should not do what everybody's waiting for us to do. I don't know, man. And then Rui, the way we've just not utilized Rui. With the type of production that I believe he would have given us in this series thus far, and the production he would have given us against Memphis, I have a hard time with it on nights when we lose. I have a hard time with it on nights when we win, but I have a real hard time with it on a night like this. And I'm not going to say he played his best game. He did some things out there that didn't look good to me. Dribbling into the defense, because some of the stuff, he probably didn't even have a night like that tonight. But when you look at your team, you see a +7 there, a +7, 14 with Dennis, and everybody else is a minus. All the people who had all the most minutes, -22, -21, -16. And what the hell, man? I don't feel like the team met the urgency of the night. I don't think we met the urgency of the night. And I just feel like it's a personality difference, I guess, for myself. I think I'm more irritated than I am anything else. It's just my personality is built for cutting things off. Like when it comes to basketball series and stuff like this, you would have had to pull my arm off to lose this game. You would have had to pull my whole arm off. That's how intent I would have been on making sure that the Golden State Warriors didn't get vindicated in the idea that they're supposed to win this game. The referee said they were supposed to win this game. The pundits said they were supposed to win this game. Even my very own self told y'all that they were supposed to win this game. I wanted somebody on purple and gold to just believe that they could win this game despite everything and everyone telling you couldn't. And honestly, it was exactly what we said it was. And that to me speaks to a certain beatable energy that I just ultimately don't know can win a championship in the end, man. When you that predictable, this basic in regards to what you're doing, this silly in regards to how you strategize, then damn it, you're going to lose to somebody who's smart enough to beat you. I just hope it ain't the Golden State Warriors in a 3-1 situation. I just hope it's not. Because I'm telling you, we just saw smarter basketball tonight. It ain't deeper than that. They just played more intelligent than us. You saw smart people going up against type strategy. And you saw how it looked. And I'm just sick of being outsmarted. That's what it comes down to. I am sick of my team being outsmarted by the Golden State Warriors when they don't have a roster that's good enough to beat us. It's probably the same feeling that Knicks fans are going through right now with the Miami Heat. You're just getting outsmarted. Your team, they're running better stuff over there. And if you had their coach, you'd be running better stuff over here. So that's where it comes. That's where we're getting beat, man. I feel like Sacramento, I felt like they had a better team than Golden State Warriors, but it didn't matter. Because the Golden State Warriors had better everything else. And so it's just frustrating, man. I know we got enough to dominate this team. We've already won 3 games against this team, but we also have the trait that allows people to just step all over us, disrespect us, and we just kind of, we'll see them when we see them. If it comes back around, we get a win, we'll feel real good about it. But it's like, that's not BDF, man. BDF is a killer, bro. I am not like that. You talking like Draymond did in the last after game video. I'm taking all that, putting up bulletin board material. I'm going out there and I'm hurting somebody if I can't win. And I just felt like that's what he's doing to us. And it's working because our guys ain't built like that. Pushing us around, screaming at AD. Ain't nobody pushing this man. Ain't nobody put an elbow in this man's chest. I don't know why he hasn't gotten in a fight yet. That's what I did. All the stuff that Draymond has done. Ain't nobody punched this man in his face yet? Like, that's where my head goes. He kicking people in the chest. He putting his elbows in people's, his knee in people's chest and all kinds of weird stuff, bro. He would have felt me already. And so that's why I just think it's just a personality difference. I'm not wired like that. I don't identify with the personality traits of this team. Because this team is passive. They're passive in situations where they need to be desperate. Murderers. They're going to wait until they need to be desperate. And I'm preventative. As a fan, I'm preventative. It's like, yo, game 5 is game 7 because I'd be damned if I played game 6. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, nah, we play game 5 like it was game 5. And we probably going to play game 6 like it's game 6. And we probably going to play game 7 like it's game 7. And it ain't going to be enough. Because that ain't never enough. If you don't have the urgency to make game 5, game 7, you ain't urgent enough to get Larry O'Brien above your head. You won't hoist it. Because you ain't built like that. And that's what I was telling you guys. If the Lakers would have won game 5, I would have told you guys that I felt we were going to win the championship. It was the last thing I said before I ended the video that I made earlier today. And I'm telling you, this team ain't built like that. Because if they were, they wouldn't keep letting these teams that they're better than stick around. Just sticking around. You know what I mean? Memphis stuck around, disrespected us. They should have been able to stick around. Yeah, we gave them 40 in game 6. We should have gave them 40 in game 5. How the hell they get to game 6? You see what I'm saying? Nonsense. This team, same thing. We got a height mismatch advantage over this team in just about every position. You know what I'm saying? They got 5 and 6 players playing like trash right now. A whole Hall of Famer, Klay Thompson, a Laker fan. He playing like it too. And it's like, we can't overcome this. Draymond Green averaged like 3 points a game. He got 20 in this night's game. Like, what the hell is this? I know Draymond's a Hall of Famer, but he ain't supposed to look like it against us. Like, honestly, he ain't. And so I just feel like we got punked tonight. We got punked by a team that's at a disadvantage. We got punked by a team that's kind of in disarray. And I just felt weak. I felt weak. Like I'm on the weak side. And I felt like I've been on the weak side a lot this year. As it pertains to the weak thinking, weak strategy, weak roster in the first half of the season, just weak mentality as it pertains to winning games that we need to win, having, the killer instinct is weak, on the weak side of things. Watching Draymond punk us, and I'm just like, man, my personality I ain't this. I ain't none of this. You know what I'm saying? Kevon Looney hit our guy in the head. Don't nobody even think for a second that Kevon did that on purpose. Does it even cross anybody's mind that, Kevon was sitting there to, literally concuss AD? They've been trying to hurt AD for, 3 games already since they can't do nothing with him on either side of the floor. They've been trying to hurt this man. It ain't cross our mind that they did it on purpose. The referee saw him do it. He call anything? No. That's what I'm saying, man. The whole league is in cahoots with this nonsense, and we are on board with it by the way that we put small ball on the floor and don't allow ourselves any rebound, any rim protection. You're going to lose that way. I hope the players are aware of this. This is how it works. So, I'm over it. I'm pretty sure we'll come out in Game 6 and play better or whatever, but it just speaks to, in the end, I've watched so much championship ball, man. I know what food look like. I've been telling you this all season long. All season long. It's a mentality. It ain't got nothing to do with the bodies. It ain't got nothing to do with how fast, how strong, how well somebody can shoot. None of that. It has to do with the mentality and the urgency brought to the table when necessary. And a team that wants to relax will relax when they shouldn't. It just is what it is. We want to relax. We got people on this team that would much rather conserve energy regardless of what's required. They will forego a win if they think it'll give them an opportunity to chill. And I'm telling you, you're going to get beat by somebody who wants to do more. Who simply wants to do more. So that's pretty much all I got to say, man. That is the theme of the night. I don't want to get into anything else in regards to this game. We lost Game 5 on the road by a substantial margin. The other team was better throughout. The other team was more physical throughout. We didn't really press the issue as hard as we should, and when we did, we got clobbered, and so it was a lot working against us, and we ultimately didn't help ourselves. So that's really what I saw there, man. A lot of disappointing energy, a lot of weak energy, not too smart stuff on the Lakers side of things, and the Golden State Warriors get to walk away looking like they did all kinds of great stuff when we know damn well we left them short people to shoot over. Ain't that what I always say? The team walks away thinking they vindicated. Oh, we played so hard. Oh, we did all. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. The Lakers left you with an obstacle course that you could shoot over. And we've done it to many opponents all throughout the season. BDL 44, I thank you all for watching. I'm out.